Hi guys, it's still Monday. It's about 4 o'clock. It is the 15th of September. That one says 70.7 degrees. That one says 69. The sun isn't directly on my batteries anymore. And we're at 19.2 degrees Celsius. Well, seeing as I almost set a bike on fire and I blew up the toaster oven today. I figured I'd better try to do something that's a little less dangerous until it's time to go in. So let me show you what I'm up to. I think I've told you guys the story of this place, but just to refresh your memory, I own 2.5 acres. 2.6, 2.7, something like that. And you can see most of it's full of crap. I'm surrounded by about 27 acres, 28 acres, something along those lines. And the person who owned all of it, the whole 30-acre parcel was all one, but the person who owned it was into home repairs, and particularly his expertise was fixing houses that were damaged by fire. Anyway, he had a whole horde of kids, boys and girls, and they had all the toys on this 30 acres. We're talking, there was a swimming pool. That's the pool house. As a matter of fact, the remnants of the pool are over here, right? This circle of high stuff was the pool. You could kind of see some blue through there. That's the liner. And this was kind of the pool shed where they kept the chemicals. And we've just crossed off my property. I'm on part of the 27 acres. That's not mine. Anyway, he sold the property to a fairly wealthy plastic surgeon out of New York City, who subdivided my house in 2.7 acres off, and he kept the rest of this to develop. He did not keep enough road frontage, so he's got like a landlocked 27 acres. The only way he could get back here to his barn that he's allowed to fall down is if I let him cross my property, or he's kind of got to go through a narrow slot of frontage he has on my road that he's got to get over a rock wall to do, and a few other things. So, though I've only bought 2.7 acres, from a practical point of view, I've had this 30-acre playground to enjoy, and enjoy I have. I bought this place back in '96, so we're approaching 18 years. It's over 18 years that I've been able to do anything I want. Well, the original owner, with his business, left all kinds of crap around. Like, he used to have pigs. This was a pen that he kept pigs in. But he also left hordes of, metal piping, like well pipe and cinder blocks, and you can see some regular piping here, right? Pile of cinder blocks and pipe that runs along those trees, right? Old drain field, in the old days when they used to use tar paper rolled pipe for drain fields. Left a whole horde of fencing. These were all fence posts, right? I think you guys can make them out, maybe not. See, these are all fence posts. Over there, if you see the way it's sharpened. So that's the kind of crap he left. Well, he also left a bunch of this roofing material. 2 different kinds. He left this blue stuff. He didn't leave too much of that. And he left this white and tan stuff. So, seeing as I'm trying not to break anything else, I figured I would dig this out, see how much he left me, and then go on from there. Looks like the short pieces, which goes from there to here, I'm going to say 12 feet. Let's see what we got. Me and my Harbor Freight tape measure. 11, 12, 14. Oh, that's 16 feet. That's a good thing. And then he left me, these things are normally 3 foot wide. This don't look 3 foot though. 26 wide, 24 when you take out the 24 if you're figuring that you got to do some overlap. Alright. So I'm trying to get an idea of how much of this I have. You know, walking in the woods, you're always like poking yourself in the face with things. I got 2 of these long ones. Let's see how long they are. They look like 20. $23, $24, over $24. So a little bent up, so I got like 2 24s, and I got that short one, probably another 16. So I have approximately, pair of 24s is 48, 6, well, let's go with a pair, basically 24 and 16 is 40 times 2 is 80. 80 foot and 2 foot wide, so I have about 160 square foot of roofing. What I've been considering doing is framing up something behind the house and kind of going with a little lean-to gig. That way, and low, you know, only 6 foot high at the opening. That would allow me to be able to keep, you know, the 3-wheelers in there, and they'd be right up against the house where they're nice and safe and dry. They'd be under the roofing. I was thinking of using those cattle pads. They're kind of a rubber mat that they use in horse stalls. There we go. As the base, so kind of, you know, cleaning it up, leveling it, putting down the horse mats so that they can sit on nice dry rubber mats, and if any water gets on them, it'll just, you know, run off it and settle into the ground. The metal roofing to keep them dry. They'd be up against the house, which is dry. They'd have a roof over their heads, which is dry. They'd have the one wall. I'd build one wall, the 6 foot square wall, so to speak, on the far side, that would keep them dry. And then, you know, with the overhang, they would get some sun in the morning. I might hang like a canvas type door over them so the sun doesn't bleach the bikes. But that would get them out of the canvas tarps and kind of clean things up. This was kind of his trail that went back here, and he used to dump all kinds of crap back here. I mean, I found a siren type thing for a fire truck. I found a lamp for a fire truck. It said fire department on it. I think he used to take a certain amount of firewood out of here. Most of the trees here don't look that old, like 50, 75, 50, 60 years old. I don't even think they hit 75. Yeah, I mean, the bigger ones, maybe 50 or so. So, I guess this was farmland at one point, from the rock walls and all, though it's pretty swampy back here. So I'm not sure what roamed. That's an old manure wagon. So at one point there was a manure wagon, and once again that's a pig pen. So there were pigs here, and there's also the screw assembly and all. And I think this machine here used to a booby trap or something. Old Coke bottle, back when Coke used to make those kind of bottles. But this type of thing, right? It's got the screw on it and so forth. I think they used this thing. This looks like it's for hay. The other thing looks like it's for corn. The screw is for corn, I think. I don't know. I'm not a farmer. If there's a farmer out there who could tell me, or somebody who's worked on a farm, I would appreciate the knowledge. So that's the story of the property. That's the story of the hoard of metal roofing, and that's the story of what I'm thinking of doing with the hoard of metal roofing. If I can recycle a bunch of the 2x6s I have floating about, and I can recycle that metal roofing, I could go pretty far toward setting up what I want to set up. On those 24s, I'm probably only going to get 3, and 2 is 6, and 4, 10 times 2 is 20. So I need like 6-foot length pieces, right? And I need 24 feet. And if my math is correct, given that this crap is only 2 foot wide, I'm not going to get that much. The nice thing about this steeper type panel, right, when they're deep like that, the corrugation's deep, you don't have to support them as frequently. If the roofing has much more of a shallow bend to it, like this is a little more shallow, one has to support this a little more frequently. So that could probably hang 3 or 4 feet without folding. This would have trouble doing that much. It would probably bend. So there you go. Everything I know about roofing. See that? Another 15 minutes with me, you'll know everything I know about everything. Oh, snake. Right, the wildlife. I do like to roam around back here just to make sure nobody's doing anything they shouldn't be doing or touching anything. He used some of his roofing along there, right? You could see it, but that's only about 4 foot, and you could see that this is metal roofing that he used on the top here. Those look like 2 foot centers, but he used the shallow stuff. Where if he would have used the other stuff, though you can see there is some buckling, like right there. I think you guys could see it's pushed in. I don't know if somebody's kind of been jumping around up there or what. Snow load isn't quite as hard as somebody walking around, or I don't know what animal would be heavy enough to do that damage. So it would probably be a human. Yeah, he built horse stalls out of whatever crap he had floating around. Some of this stuff is actually valuable. This is old growth Doug fir, 2x12 it looks like. That's worth something. But he also built stuff out of like old doors. You can see the old doors there. So anything of value's kind of been taken out of here, you know, long before I got here. And the short time I've been here, you know, must admit I've, you know, scrapped out some crap that's been floating around and all. What are you going to do, right? It's just rotting away. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed the walk and the talk and the look at the hoard of metal. And unfortunately, I have the realization that I'm going to come up short as usual. So, hope you don't like that. I would have liked if there was a little more back there. Thanks for watching, commenting, subscribing. We'll catch you on the next episode of the Hoard. Until then, remember to keep your tires down and your head up. Keep your buckwheat keep your backhoe out of the buckwheat. And remember to enjoy your lives now. Bye.